Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari. Well, here we are. I think, all right, we'll chant a little japa for a little bit. Maybe we'll sing a little bit too. Let's see. Hope the, it looks like the chat's working today. That's kind of nice. That's great. Now I can see it on the B Live. Before I couldn't. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hey, Govinda, cool. All right. Just checked your Facebook. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. All right, I can see the chat today. Oh, that's great. Yeah. Let me know if the sound is working okay, because the bandwidth is not so good here. It's already low. I might have to refresh again. Let's see here. Yeah. Krishna, I'm going to refresh it, see if that helps. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Okay, I'll put the link on here also. So if anybody wants to come on the oh, that's not me. I don't want that. Okay, let's see. I'll put the link on here on my timeline here, in case anybody wants to come live. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. It's a B Live link. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hi there, Tracy. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. We might sing a little song here. Let's see. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Maybe I'll sit cross-legged today. I can do it. Yeah, I think so a little bit. Yeah. Krishna. Krishna. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gora Bhaktivinoda Jesus Srila Prabhupada Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gora Bhaktivinoda Jesus Srila Prabhupada Nityananda, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gora Bhaktivinoda, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gora Bhaktivinoda, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gora Bhaktavinda, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gora Bhaktavinda, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda. Oh, my Lord Krishna. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Oh, my Lord Prabhupada. Oh, my Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh, my Lord Nityananda. Oh, my Lord Advaita. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ah, Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari. Oh my Lord. What is that? What was that? Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari. Hari Rama, Hari Rama. Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari. Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari. Hare Rama, Rama, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari. Hare Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hare Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hare Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hari Hari, Hare Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hare Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hare Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hare Rama, Rama, Hari Krishna, oh yeah. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Jaya Jaya Shri Krishna. Jaya Jaya Jaya. Jaya Jaya. Oh my Lord. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Here we go. Geez. Oh, okay. Let's see. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Madhya-lila. Or Anjali, let's see. Madhya-lila. Madhya-lila. Lord Chaitanya stay at the house of Advaita Acharya. Madhya-lila, chapter 3. We read this before, but it keeps coming to my mind now. Thank you. Yeah, Jocelyn, welcome. All right. After accepting the sannyas order of life, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, out of intense love for Krishna, wanted to go to Vrindavan, but apparently by mistake, he wandered Radha Desh. Later he arrived at Shantipur and enjoyed himself there with his devotees. I offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all glories to Nityananda. All glories to Advaita Prabhu and all glories to all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, headed by Srivas. At the end of his 24th year in the month of Magha, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the sannyas order during the waxing period of the moon. After accepting sannyas order, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, out of intense love for Krishna, started for Vrindavan. However, he mistakenly wandered about in a trance continuously for 3 days in the tract of land known as Radha Desh. Passing through the tract of land known as Radha Desh, passing through the tract of land known as Radha Desh, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recited the following verse in ecstasy. As a Brahmin from Avanti Vesh said, I shall cross over the insurmountable ocean of Nishants. I shall cross over the insurmountable ocean of Nishants by being firmly fixed in the service of the lotus feet of Krishna. By being firmly fixed in the service of Lord Krishna, by being firmly fixed in the service of Sri Krishna. This was approved by the previous acharyas, who were fixed in firm devotion to the Lord, who were fixed in firm devotion to the Lord, Paramatma, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This was approved by the previous acharyas, who were fixed in firm devotion to the Lord. I shall cross over the insurmountable ocean of Nishants by being firmly fixed in the service of the lotus feet of Krishna. Yeah. It's a lot easier when you have taste, isn't it? Maya's always trying to get us to serve the illusion, the Nishants. But, getting a taste, that's why Sadhu Sangha is so important. Get a taste for this wonderful service of Krishna simply by chanting, kirtan and japa, just get this lovely taste, wonderful bliss, wonderful ecstasy, wonderful purification, wonderful love, devotion. See, firmly fixed in devotion. See, this was approved by the acharyas. Why? They worship the Lord with this loving ecstasy, man. And then the path becomes clear. They say, it's like a line, the previous acharyas are following. Yes, devotion. Yes, the awakening of devotion is the best path, firmly fixed in devotion. See, devotion to the lotus feet of God, the Lord, one of your cherished form. Yeah, let's see. Cole says, now I can do this. Cole said, yes, even if you're feeling down, Sadhu Sangha can bring you up and keep you healthy spiritually. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Matter of fact, everybody's going to be naturally down, more or less. I mean, sometimes you have a bhajan and you're alone. It's good, but you're going to be, Sadhu Sangha uplifts the speaker as well as the hearers. That's the whole idea. Okay. And it's when you get the taste, man, that's part of the taste is this upliftment. You feel enlivened. See, it enlivens the creepers of devotion, this taste of the truth. Get rid of the niches we, associating with here in this world. Yeah. All people are lacking is information. Today I met this, Janaki and I went for a hike and we met this lady. And it's a nice lady, a nice dog. She comes here from, Alaska in her motorhome, little van, motorhome, just tootling around, a nice conversation. And then somehow we mentioned something about a vaccine. Have you, are you going to take the vaccine or something? The conversation went that way. And she said, oh yeah, probably, in a little bit. As soon as I get a chance, when I become qualified, and see, they make it like, oh, it's a great honor and all this, And so I made the mistake of saying, maybe I didn't make a mistake. Maybe it was I think it was what it was supposed to be. I said, well, because I, have this other information. I said, because Janaki was going on about it, I said, well, she obviously doesn't have information. She's listening to the mainstream media, and the lady just flew off the handle, man. She just like freaked out. She, oh, how do you know? I don't know. I don't have information. It's false ego, Obviously, she didn't have information. Otherwise, she'd never consider that. You have all the information. And she said, how do you know? And then she stormed away picked up her dog. I'm out, get out of here. My God, man. People are really, sensitive about these things. And we met another guy also. I was curious. I want to know, how much information do people have? And he said, yeah, yeah, this guy, nice guy, looked like he would be pretty savvy about stuff. And he said, oh, well, I never took a flu shot in my life. And hey there. Never took a flu shot in my life, and my doctor convinced me to do it this time. And the guy's healthy, he's going around walking. I said, oh my God. And so the moral of this story is, these stories here, people lack information, even on the worldly level, because now information is being censored, even to get good information on, should I take the jab? Should I, what's really going on in the world? A lot of information is being censored. See? Now that's how Maya works. She's a censor, So she does that also for the real path. See, this is my point. This is the more important, because you know what? I after this, I said, I ain't going to spend my whole life trying to educate people, about whether to do this or not. It's just too much energy. If they're that dumb, or just uninformed and just ready to go line up, I mean, go for it. I just can't spend my time. But I am excited about, because Maya is censoring, and this is Krishna's fault. He's censoring this information from these people, and I can't stand for it anymore. I challenge him today. I challenge Maya that we're going to inform them that, this is an illusory energy, and they can get free of this. See, people don't know that. They don't know that. They're just only. It's like Maya is censoring this truth, and the devotees, they have this knowledge. And then when you get the full information is to know, oh yeah, there's a spiritual potency. Yeah, and there's a material. Did you know that? No, I was just in the material potency, and I thought that's all there was. I thought it was only, my husband and my wife and my boyfriend, and could you imagine, Shama Sundari, if you thought it was only about your boyfriend? Oh my God. Don't let him hear any of this stuff, though. They don't know they got a real affair waiting for them, when they get in touch with the spiritual potency, but people don't know. So I rather spend my time, working, just go all the way, just bring them right out of the Maya, and then they'll smarten up on all levels, I think. Otherwise, it's a lot of energy to do it this other way. So anyway, that was interesting realization today. All right, let's see. Cole has something. Let's see. Hear what Cole has to say. For me, Sadhu Sangha is just as important, maybe even more important than chanting. Hey, wow, that's a realization. I need Sadhu Sangha to have really pure chanting full of bliss. Yeah, you got to, you found out that there's a little bit of, in the mode of goodness, it's not quite good enough to do pure chanting. Isn't in that realm of the mode of goodness, because there's conditions on it. You have to be pure, which you'll never be pure anyway. So only false ego wants to be pure. It's not about being pure. It's because nothing in the modes are pure. If I say I'm going to be pure in the mode of goodness, it's still not pure. See, it's a bit of a lie. It's not true. There's no real purity in the mode of goodness, passion, or ignorance. It's all different levels of a little bit more pure. It's like mode of ignorance is less pure than mode of passion. Mode of passion is less pure than mode of goodness. And mode of goodness still has impurities there. See, because it's in the material creation. Even the demigods have impurities. Like Daksha. We saw Daksha. He had false ego. See, this is the thing. In the mode of goodness, these puffed up Brahmins can't deliver you. Shama Sundari knows all about sannyasis and legends in their own minds. It can't do it. And they don't know. They think, what's lacking in me? Oh, I'm not good enough for you? Now, truthfully, no.
Guru Maharaj, if I may, I just want to say, because it's like I had these lessons all my life, I had to face with assholes, with cheaters, and sometimes I was going, for example, to workplace, and I talked to myself, okay, I will do my work, I will be honest, I will do everything, as it should be, but the people behave that I need to make a justice, I need to break some system to show them that it cannot be like that you are cheating, mobbing or something. So I had always this destroying energy. And after this 30 years of experience, so many experience, I have the feeling that I was enough trained, and now I'm so oriented to this inner way that I don't need anything. I mean, your lectures and the Sadhu Sangha is the only island when I feel humble and when I'm coming and I feel okay. I'm learning new stuff. I'm getting some satisfaction. There are some practical things which I need to learn still, But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I have everything because of this shit experience, because this word, the disappointment enough, you know, I really learned people, and thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you.
yeah,
I,
yeah, 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 yeah.
I have my taste now.
Yeah. Right now it's all about having fun. Yeah, you know that other stuff. Forget it now. Now we're going to just play with Krishna, and no more hard work with this being on a chain gang. Maya's going to leave you alone because you have faith in playing with Krishna now. Your faith in that path. And if your previous guru is listening, he can also play with Krishna if he wants and get off of this hard chain work thing and having to be, you know, something important and special. You know, Krishna's special. That's good enough for us, man.
Seriously, to be honest, I would never want to take a part in this religion things. In this, you know, it's like a liar on you.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah,
I heard so many times. I have to say like this because I am guru, and it's just, you know, it's something sticking to you inside, in front of your face, that he cannot be natural because he plays a role, and you are standing there and okay, but I want somebody who is authentic and natural in front of me.
Yeah. It's good like that. I like to play roles too. I like to role play. You know, sometimes the mean guy, sometimes soft, sometimes like a thriller. You know, so it's just different hats. You know, it's kind of nice, fun. It's like a play. You know, Krishna, I think he likes to do stuff like that. That's what
I
they
never
always
saw
imitate.
you playing roles, to be honest. You always seems to me very authentic, but sometimes you express some moods. But I never saw you to play a role. You are always the coolest, topmost guru.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I have a good connection. It's a good connection, uncommon connection. So what does Cole say? Cole says, you teach real freedom. And I was telling we met also a young guy today. And we were talking he was just a part of this group, and they were telling him you got to meditate like this and everything. I said, well, a real guru is they set you free, you know, from all of that. And then he said, well, I don't know, because don't we set ourselves free? And I said, so I said, well, yeah, but the thing is, it just makes it easier. You know, if you have somebody that's free, they can help set you free. You know? So anyway, you liked it. It was a good idea. So you teach real freedom and love of God, the playful Lord, bliss. Yes, we can be ourselves, free from fear and having to be perfect. Yeah, I mean, Krishna, I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry, but Krishna just wants friends. You know, he wants friends. He wants friends more than what do you call subjects and slaves. He wants somebody to play with. You know, he wants people to commune with him, interact with him, ask him things. You know, live together, sleep in the same bed. Or at least become aware we're doing that. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Where were we? Okay. So why don't you read there for us there, Shamasundari? You can read.
Gurudev, I need to go in 10 minutes. I have an appointment.
Okay, just listen. Just listen. Okay. All right. So I'll continue reading. No problem. So actually, this, you know, what just came up is Bhagavad Gita. I'll read some of that. From where we were. I think this is in Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter, text number 5. No, number 6. All created beings have their source in these two natures. Of that is material, and all that is spiritual in this world. Know for certain I am both the origin and the dissolution. Yeah, so that was the idea, is this people, they only have the knowledge of the material nature, and just that knowledge, all it does is make you really befuddled and confused because you don't really know who you are. You're naturally inauthentic because we're not these bodies. We're not even the material emotions. We become that false ID, that false identity. We're not even this material mind. It's all covering who we really are. So authenticity is simply knowing your spiritual nature, and knowing who we can be in. See, this is Krishna in this world. If you're totally in Krishna, in the material energy, you become dull, stupid. You become controlled and manipulated by those who have a little more intelligence than you, and usually it's in a crafty way. They're not pure-hearted. They have material motives, and people are absorbed. They don't know. See, Bhagavad Gita is so excellent in that way. Hey, all beings have their nature in these two, either the material energy, which is Krishna in the material form, which is dull and dark and shadow, you see, or the spiritual nature, which we love to glorify, and that's beyond. That's why goodness, amen. Bye-bye, goodness, bye-bye. Ain't good enough. We want to go all the way, right? All the way in the transcendental potency. Okay? And then you become intelligent, become free in Krishna's transcendental potency. See, that freedom is there because that's our nature, man. We're sun rays coming from the sun. You got to always look towards the sun, man. The sun is transcendental. Our soul is transcendental. Just the soul to the supreme soul, man. Okay? And then you look towards the Maya, think, oh, yuck. Like she was saying, yuck, all the material motives and all that stuff, and people are caught up in that. You become, it's a really a dark thing, man. Dark matter. What?
They are fixed.
Fixed in that.
Some things and all life like this. Sometimes I'm really wake up, Gurudev, and I feel, Guru, I feel like we are on the Earth planet, in cosmos, in galaxies, in this material world, and we are alive. How obvious is it that this life, this soul, this consciousness, that it has to be, and it's only material world. And the spirit.
Yeah, I agree.
How can that? And the people are, this mind, this movie, and all life from autopilot, and not even think about this. And when you ask him or her, and what do you think? What makes you alive? They are saying, electric impulse.
Electric impulse. Yeah, they're just a body full of electricity. They got to chant the holy name in ecstasy, then they'll feel some impulse, man. Let's see what Cole has to say, man. He's got. So what? Sleep in the same bed. Oh, look at this. Radha Devi Dasi says, what? Sleep in the same bed with Krishna? Yeah, that's true there, Radha Devi Dasi. Sleep in the same bed with Krishna. We're doing it anyway. Might as well become aware of it. How good it is to lay back there and say, wow, Krishna's here with me. That's really nice. That's the truth. He's there. He never leaves. He's always watching your activities. Even what you do with your husband. He's watching it all. Let's see, Cole, what he has to say. I truly trust you with my soul. And in turn, Krishna trusts me with his love. It's trade of trust. Trust the true guru, and Krishna trusts you. Well, Yeah, I mean, that's what it's about. I mean, just surrendering to the spiritual potency, man. If the person is a real guru, gradually you start to see that, and you shouldn't accept it blindly, because a lot of people do in the world, and they get, then they get manipulated. You got to see, is this person really real? And so an empowered person, what the Vaishnavas they call Uttamadhikari, okay, empowered person, they're going to convince you that what they are is real. Like, what is a real devotee? I mean, you listen enough, you'll see, hey man, this is more real than anything I've seen in this world. This is more uncommon, because it's got to be, because spiritual potency is uncommon to be here in this world. It has an uncommon nature. See? It's hidden by this Maya. Maya is everywhere, hiding. She's hiding the transcendental potency. That's what she does. She does it well. See? So the Lord empowers somebody to uncover that potency here. It's like, hey, gold! We got the gold, everybody. Hey, take some gold. Hey, the gold is here, man. This is better than gold. You won the lottery. Come here, Sadhu Sangha. Win the lottery 1,000 times over. Break samsara. Come here. That's all you got to do, man. That's the message. Come here and just see for yourself. No more blind belief, man. No more being manipulated by these crafty Brahmins and sannyasis, full of envies and jealousies and trickeries and feigned humility. No. Come get the gold. You're a rich, wealthy person. Sadhu Sangha makes you wealthy. Come, just hang out with us. Find out. Come learn how easy it is to play with Krishna. To please Krishna. Because when you please Krishna, when ecstatic feelings begin to awaken in you, you got it. You found out what pleases God in the best way. Not in a mode of goodness way or passion way or ignorance way. It's different levels of pleasure. And the highest pleasure is ecstatic communion with God. Right there, Shyamasundari?
Yes.
Yeah. And it's simple. Then nobody can tell you, try to control you. And are you sure you're going against your guru and everything? And you can say, hey, man, Krishna seems to be happy about it. Must be doing something right. And then they go, how come I lost control over this gal? See, they can't control because you're in the truth. Truth has set you free. Pleasing Krishna is so a no-brainer now. Yeah, whenever Krishna's happy in me, I be very satisfied at heart, very peaceful, very calm, sometimes longing for him.
There is no doubt that you are empowered, Gurudev, and you are really topmost. But what I would just want to say, that the presence of God, it cannot be cheated. When you feel the presence of, when you are in relationship, then you have no doubts and you don't speculate. You cannot, and you will easily recognize. It cannot be cheated. And when you had this once, and then you are losing this for a while, then you start to questioning, okay, what is going on? Where I am? What is going on? Where is he? Who I am? And then you are like falling apart from this planet Earth in this deep, 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 without beginning and without end of this, cave. And then he's coming, and then again, you have no doubt. And you thought, okay, wow, okay. Yeah. Without him, it's quite...
Yeah, that's how by going back and forth, you see that is the darkness there bewilders. Yeah, you get confused, everything, misidentified. Yeah, sometimes you think this false ego stuff is pure bhakti, pure devotion. A lot of, it's just weird shit, But Krishna here, he protects us.
Weird.
Yeah. Oh, Cole has a lot to say. Let's see what's he got to say here. It does feel like we won the spiritual lottery with this Sangha. I see how rare this is. Thank you, Krishna. What a blessing. The company of ecstatic. Yeah. And it feels like that more and more as we get more and more purified, by relating to Krishna. We get more deeper realization and revelation. And then you see, wow, this is really a treasure. Wow, this chanting this name, and then the Lord comes, and I become free and ecstatic and more knowledgeable and more understanding and more, just it's more and more and more and more. It's wonderful. And, and then more, you want more of Krishna too. Yeah, it's great. Okay, what do we got here? A new question here. Oops. Where is your ashram of love of Krishna? All welcome. I'm glad you asked that here, Narendra. Narendra? Yeah, Narendra. Glad you asked that question. Welcome to our ashram here. It's a cyber ashram. So, because, we obey the rules, we social distance. She's over there, I'm over here. We're at least 6 feet away, at least. But maybe not. So this is our ashram. We have to go with the times. So welcome to our ashram. We got to have a name for our ashram, probably. I think this is Lord Chaitanya's Grace Place. Something like that. We'll figure out a name for this place, this ashram. So this is the ashram. Come here every day and you enter the ashram.
I think it's a space of transcendental heart of Krishna.
Yeah. So Radha Devi Dasi says, I am a simple postwoman, but I feel strong. God is by my strong, but God is by my side. Correct me when I'm wrong. Am I a fool now? Well, who am I to say, man? We'll correct you if you're wrong. Well, if God is by your side, just like Shamasundari, what if I say, Shamasundari, God is not by your side? Do you believe me?
No.
See? So who am I to correct? You know or don't know. Either you know or you don't. Okay, so let's see here, Bhagavad Gita. So, O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as it pearls upon a string. Isn't this fantastic knowledge? There's no truth superior to God. If you come and make this connection in this line, in this lineage, and the person is actually bona fide, then there's no truth superior to Krishna's superior energy and his inferior energy. Everything else in the inferior energy that you may learn that doesn't do this, then there is no truth superior to what Krishna said and that we repeat. No truth superior to that Krishna's spiritual energy and his Maya, the illusory energy. Why else learn about anything else when you can have the best truth, the best understanding? Isn't Bhagavad Gita fantastic like this? This can really wake people up. If people knew there's no truth, if you don't believe, if new people are coming, you hear this, there's no truth superior to Krishna. Well, you come and you keep listening, and you will see for yourself. If you really want to be free, if you believe in reincarnation, or you don't believe in, say you do, you can be free of that. People can be free of that. All you have to do is come and hear this knowledge like Arjuna did. We're just repeating what Krishna said to Arjuna, and just, under inspiration, Krishna, he's always a talker, and he likes to make it even more clear. This is what he said 5,000 years ago, and it's just like here, you notice we take the same verses, we have more to say about it. That's Krishna. He does the same thing. I just surrender. I trust him, right? You guys trust Krishna? We just surrender, sit back. Okay, Krishna, make it more clear. Why not? And he likes that. He wants to use a person like you, Samasundari, and others here. Cool. Make it more interesting, more clear. Yeah. This is Krishna's thinking, yeah, this is what I would have said in a little more elaborate way, a little more deeper way. You see, it's kind of, we think that too, like, oh, yeah, this is what. See, it goes deeper. So, okay. O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on a thread. And the way Krishna gets us, when you get this knowledge, then you can see the wealth of this world is insignificant compared to the wealth of loving Krishna. With love of gold or silver or children or money is insignificant compared to loving God. Even though you may have this insignificance in your life, but it's loose. See, now you're a devotee of the spiritual posing. Now it's loosened its grip on you. Lord Brahma said in Srimad Bhagavatam that those who do not become your devotee, see, now real devotee is really the best. Real with devotion. Approved by the acharyas. Like that verse. Okay? Those who do not become your devotees, their houses, their gold, their wives, their children become like foot shackles. See, they're like ropes that keep you on the earth and earthbound. You become an earthbound spirit. Even though you may die and you'll come back again, that's really being earthbound. Okay? This is the alternative. See, so then that's why you can have that. That's why you see, I preach in alignment with the Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam verses. I see you become a devotee of the Lord and your heart is centered there, and whatever you need to do in your life. See, I like to be congruent with the scriptures. See, that's why you need a bona fide guru who knows the scriptures and they're in alignment with it, and they teach you. Like, see, Brahma said, if you don't have devotion and you're not a devotee of the Lord, then what you have in the world just is a shackle. But you can see for yourself, it's not a shackle now. It facilitates your life in this world. But you know what is true because you're a devotee of the spiritual potency. See, a lot of gurus and sannyasis don't preach like this because they're not really in alignment with the scriptures. They're not a devotee Bhagavat. Because when you are really searching for Krishna, ultimately you need to find one who's in alignment with the book. See, and then you can be on the real path solid. Otherwise, people get tweaked out listening to these sannyasis. See? They're not self-realized yet, and they can't help you very well. They'll be a little bit, like not dealing with you really as good as they could. So what do we got here? The real purport under the influence of ecstatic love. Yeah, exactly. That's the happiness of Krishna. That's, could you imagine if people knew what the real happiness with Krishna was, which we're just belting out every day. Happiness of Krishna is pure ecstatic love of God, man. And that is here. Happiness of God is pure ecstatic love of God, Krishna, and that is here. No, we don't believe you. Too bad. Work on the chain gang. Go follow your rules, man. We're playing with Krishna simply because we know what makes Krishna happy. We know who we worship, and you don't, obviously. Man, that's it. You got to just find somebody, a devotee, who is confident and truly clear, finally, that is the true happiness of God on the highest level. People don't know it's all about attaining love of God, this ecstatic, intimate communion. And then when you find devotees, you don't believe it. Therefore, what can Krishna do? You don't believe it. You know, so do Vaidhi or whatever path you are until you see this is the truth. That'll set you free. There's no greater truth than ecstatic love of God. Spontaneous love of God is the highest goal of life. Lord Chaitanya said that. No, Ramananda Roy said that in the hearing of Lord Chaitanya, and he agreed. Yes, spontaneous love of God is the highest goal of life. I just love just speaking that truth again and again and again. And the highest goal of life is here. You can actually see it. It's important. Hey, man. Hey, everybody. You want to see the highest goal of life demonstrated here in this Sangha? Hey, man. You know, because if you see it, it is so glorious that at least you've seen with your eyes the symptoms of the highest goal of life being present in this world, which is very rare to see. I don't know if my point's getting across over there. Because otherwise, what are you seeing in this world? All lesser goals. All lesser goals or accomplishments or teachings. What do you think? You think Buddhism is the same thing as they never speak about the highest goal of life is love of God. Because they don't speak about it, they don't get it. They don't even target their students there. Okay? So that's a path for those who don't have this. Can you imagine? See, people don't know that again. They think, oh, Buddhism and whatever path it all leads to the same place. See? Oh, no. If you're in a Vaishnava disciplic line, that leads to Goloka Vrindavan. I guarantee you, if you're a Buddhist, you would not be taken there in this life if you stay as a Buddhist. Guaranteed, you would not be there. You would not be in the same place as a devotee following this path. Why? Okay, it's just common sense, man. I'm a Buddhist all my life, right? And all these ideas about Buddhism, it's all about austerity, and it's all about, oh, by the way, I don't believe in God anyway. And then I go to Vrindavan, and then here we go. Who is this guy? You're not into the pastimes. You don't even have faith in that little blue boy. Faith comes by hearing about these things. So that goes for all these paths. Can you imagine? The highest path is love, spontaneous love of Krishna. And if you're spontaneous love of Christ, spontaneous love of Shiva, spontaneous love of Ram. All these are transcendental. It's transcendental. Relation. It's gold, better than gold. What do you think, Tom?
I'm just listening. Better than gold.
Did you reach the gold this morning? Did you get some gold?
God. Wow. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
There was gold mining. Wow.
Gold. You found the vein?
I found the mine. Yes.
Yeah, you found the mine. You see it spontaneous. It came up spontaneous. Just read Chaitanya Bhagavat, and he has some faith. He's been sitting here for a while, and the Lord showed himself. Okay? You read Chaitanya Leela, right? You see the Lord is crying crying a lot, and you started to cry too. You know what that means? You guys are on the same platform. You're becoming qualified to play with the Lord, to have intimacy with the Lord. He's revealing himself to you. Isn't that amazing? I think he's starting to trust you. What a miracle. Yeah, everybody, if you didn't see this morning's video, watch the part, fast forward to the part where Tom's reading and his voice is choking up and he's going, whoa, wow, wow, wow. Whoa. I know. The real port under the influence. Yeah, really. Okay, what else we got here? I don't know what this is in some kind of other language. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Sounds good. So Buddhists go to effulgence of the Lord called nirvana, and that's not where I want to be. And you know where that they say, if you want to attain nirvana, it's or the void. Even that word, the void, doesn't sound very appealing, does it? The void, voidism. Sorry, I don't want to go there either. But they say it takes at least 100 births. Now, what's a better path? You can attain paradise or the void. And you can attain paradise in this life, the eternal paradise in this life. And they say, so I mean, choose. What's a common? If you go the Buddhist way, it takes 100 births in this world, miserable word again, and that you still have to. It may take more. It depends how flawlessly you get in your Buddhist principles, and then all you get is nirvana and the void. Okay. So I don't know, man. This makes more sense to me to attain paradise in one life, because you get love of God. They never even talk about love. You show me one Buddhist that ever talks about loving God. They don't even believe in God. They believe in God as the void, as nirvana, as some blissful place without the form of the Lord. But anyway, I'm not here to criticize, just here to make distinctions. Okay, what do we got here? You are the new white elephant of Srila Prabhupada. Ah, the white elephant. Okay. Sounds good, actually. White elephant. I like elephant. They're kind of intoxicated, man. Their ears are flopping around there. Yeah, I think Tom is becoming another white elephant too. He looks more white than I. I'm in the sun. We have sun, man. Even he's wearing sunglasses, but we have the sun. Okay, Bhagavad Gita. O son of Kunti, I am the taste of water, the light of the sun, and the moon, the syllable Om in the Vedic mantras. I am the sound in the ether and the ability of man. O son of Kunti, I am the taste of water. I am the light of the sun and the moon. See, and that's all temporary stuff too, right? He's that. See, that's his what do you call it? His inferior energy. And people are into that. They're into the sun completely. They're into the moon and the taste of water completely. See? But the Lord is also the spiritual potency. He's not talking much about that, is he? Yet. See? The Lord is also Srimad Bhagavatam. See? And that is, if you taste water, it's a certain taste, but it's still material. See? But if you taste Srimad Bhagavatam, you're tasting the Lord's spiritual potency. If you taste his pastimes in Chaitanya Lila, and it causes you to cry and laugh and choke up and feel this beautiful, blissed out intoxication. Whoa, you're tasting something better than the material water of this world. You're tasting the water of the Lord's transcendental potency. Did you like that taste there, Tom?
Wow.
That wet your whistle? You think you want some more of that yet?
Yeah. I want to know more about it. I want to taste more.
You want to taste more? See, it's different than taste the water, isn't it? Tell me water that tastes like that. You ever tasted water like that?
Only spiritual water.
Only the spiritual word. That's water, actually. The word is the water. It's transcendental. Yeah. See, I am the sound in the ether and the ability of man. See, so he's the sound in the ether. See, people are talking, but what are their talks? They're material consciousness. See, the talks are going out, you're listening, and your consciousness stays at that material level. It's not lifted. Oh, but the Lord is also the sound in his real devotees whose voices choke up or blissed out, or they, speaking deep truth. Oh, see, now that's the real Lord, or the more juicy the Lord, eternal Lord. You hear that through the voice of the devotee. How do you know that's the voice of the Lord coming through the real devotee? Well, when they become ecstatic, that's the Lord's voice coming through. Okay? Yeah, otherwise, a devotee doesn't become ecstatic. Only when he hears the sound vibration of the Lord, even if it's coming out of their mouth. That's how else do you get ecstatic? Okay? That's why devotees, when they listen to a devotee who is an ecstatic devotee, they're lifted. See, just like the devotee is lifted. They're lifted just by hearing that vibration. Amazing, isn't it? And I am the ability in man. So people, they usually have only abilities up to a certain stage and point. I'm the ability of the sannyasi to be a sannyasi. And a lot of them can't make it, so they fake it. I'm the I'm the ability in the Brahman to be a Brahman. Or maybe they can't really do it, but it's a good job, and they can do it like that. They can fake it until they make it or not make it. See, so they're not even at that level, or they may be, but it's still material. See, material ability, they can help you, make you able to become a Brahmin if they're a real Brahmin. If they're a little hypocritical Brahmin or sannyasi, they can help you become a nice hypocritical Brahmin or sannyasi. See? Now, the Lord's spiritual potency also, he's the ability in a man in this world, a living guru, a living devotee. He's the ability in them to deliver. He delivers people ready to be delivered through his real devotees. And what is deliverance? That's the truth. Ye shall know the truth, and the truth sets you free. That's the Lord awakening in your heart. See, you're coming to the point very quickly. You know how many people have been following the Prabhupada's path, and they're hearing regularly either from their guru or their guru is speaking, right? So they're hearing, and so everybody is more or less at the same level where they started on this path. They go very slowly. But look at you. See, if their guru is not transcendental, they don't come up to the point where the Lord awakens in them. It's rare. But look at you. You just listen for a while by regular classes in Srimad Bhagavatam. This is proof that people say, oh, you're just talking about yourself. No, I may be talking about this channel here, but it's the principle I'm talking about. If the devotee's consciousness, if the Lord is the ability to awaken others by their word, which is actually his word, coming through them, if they're really bona fide, you will feel you're making quick progress. Sometimes so quick you want to get away because things are burning up so fast. Whoa, wait a second here, man. Can we slow down? And the Lord says, no, my Lord Krishna, sometimes he just gets ready and starts ripping your clothes off. Whatever's covering the soul, he says, this is in the way. Burn it up. He has a bonfire, man. Just burn it up, man. Get there, expose that person to Krishna. Like, see? And that's where you start to feel his feelings. What you were doing this morning, you think that was your feelings, that were his feelings. He's revealing himself. Because you're trusting him, he's trusting you more. It'll dash all your dreams in the world. You think, oh, I thought I could be in this Maya. And now you have to be in reality. Not have to, you want to. It's like, hey man, why be in the illusion when you can be in the truth? Tom, you need to clean up your kitchen. Why don't you ask her to drive over and do it for you?
Who was saying that? Radhe.
Yeah. You should see my kitchen, but that's why I'm facing this way and to the kitchen. See, it looks nice and clean in here. A nice wall. See, the wall can't get dirty, you know. But if you would see the other side of the camera, things are here and there and everywhere. Not so bad. Could be worse. So I am the original fragrance of the earth, and I am the heat and the fire. I am the life of all that lives, and I am the penances of all aesthetics. See, so this is people in the world, they're meditating on the Lord in these different ways. Bhagavad Gita helps you understand. You see, this is him. This is the Lord. He's in this form. See? He's that. Yeah. And so he's also the spiritual potency. He's also the spiritual form. That is the eternal form, the Lord. This is the temporary. It comes and it goes. You know. See, it's all about meditation. You know, people are meditating on all this stuff going on here because they don't know this option. They're by default, they're just meditating on that. If people come to the point and they say, I had enough of this, you know, you got to have enough suffering. I have enough suffering listening to hypocrites and liars and cheaters. I've had enough of religion. I thought I could find God in religion. And on that level, my leaders are usually not really, their hearts are not purified. See, then the Lord will send you to the Real Devotees Association. And their hearts are purified by this pure bhakti. It's the only thing pure in this world. So devotees are never thinking, oh, I've got a pure heart. No, the Lord has a pure heart. The Lord is pure. Let me just meditate on that. Let me just taste that nectar. And then purity comes along automatically. And purification comes automatically. Isn't that a nice way to get purified? Can you imagine, Tom, if you just sit there and read the pastimes regularly and you feel purified, and then people say, you know, are you sure you're pleasing God? Are you sure how come you're not following all these rules and regulations? You could say, well, you know, I have my method of purification. Yeah, I just plunder Krishna's transcendental name and his pastimes. Okay? I got that by associating with real devotees. Faith in that path. That's all I need. Okay? No, you need to do all these rules, all these regulations, because that's what most devotees are doing. Most Vaishnavas are following strictly rules and regulations and Vaidhi and ceremonies. You must do that. He says, well, I'm following the uncommon road. The path of prema, because, you know, by going in this door, I found something that is a rare jewel. I found the true God, and he's spiritual, and that's still material. I don't want to, why do I need to go backwards? No, I want to go forwards into this deeper and deeper forever. Ever fresh. You know? Ever fresh. Perfect path, man. The Lord wants to make it easy. If you will believe this word coming out here, then you'll be set free from believing all these other words that give a harder path, difficult, more bewildering, more confusing, that you lead to just one step and then you got to go to another path or another teacher, another this, another that. Here we bring you to, what did we read this morning? You read it, that Lord Chaitanya is the spiritual master of the universe. Okay? We bring you to the spiritual master of the universe. Okay? And then you go to him, he lives with you, you read scriptures, he becomes your eyes, he shows you all these meanings in these scriptures. Okay? Okay, Narendra says, the Srimad Bhagavatam was a question and answer, simply Bhagavad Gita same. No interactions can we have, open discussions on philosophy. Oh, no interactions can we have open discussion on the philosophy. Yeah. There are questions and answers, and sometimes no, not questions coming. It just comes, like naturally. And sometimes, so anyway, it works. We're getting more clear all the time. No blind following is recommended. All we need is Luna lived love. Yeah, well, that's the thing. No blind following. No, you should hear. Yeah, love comes by here, and it's not just love; it's love of God. See, so when, like, for example, this morning Tom was reading, and love was awakening, but it wasn't just love; it was love for God. That book is the personification of Lord Chaitanya. It's love of its object. See, that's why that love came when you read that. See, you were in touch with the Lord, and you got the special mercy, and then you felt love for Krishna, love for Lord Chaitanya. The love for those verses is love for God. I saw those symptoms. You like those conclusions and everything. Why? Because it's God, and the God loves the truth. See? You're coming in harmony with the Lord. See? You become, that's how the Lord uses you. You come in harmony with this transcendental level of consciousness. See? And then you're used by that level to lift others up into that. See? Congratulations there, by the way. O son of Prita, know that I am the original seed of all existences, the intelligence of the intelligent, and the prowess of all powerful man. See, so you see, I'm the seed of all existences. So how that works is when you hear from worldly persons, that seed goes in your heart and makes you a worldly person. See? Now, this is why in our books teach, Prabhupada taught, Bhakti Lata Bij. See, that's the seed of Krishna. That is the seed that gets you attached to the transcendental potency. See, you obviously got the seed, because that causes your existence in the transcendental Lord. See? Only from that seed, which you get from a real devotee, a bona fide guru. Okay? That's why, hey man, all you have to do is ask, am I with a bona fide guru? And you'll know, are you getting the seed of bhakti, which is attraction to Krishna, attraction to his name and his pastimes, qualities. Go ahead, Tom. We want to say that.
I just wanted to say that I have to thank you. I feel like saying thank you for bringing me in this harmony.
Yeah. So just stay here forever in this happiness. Yeah. See, Krishna, I'm the seed of all existences. So you want an eternal existence, you meet a bona fide spiritual master, and you get the seed of bhakti, It's the seed of eternal existence. You want that existence or you want temporary existence? You listen to worldly people that have material motivations. It pollutes your heart and you stay here. You want religion? Well, if you got a good Brahmin or something, or sannyasi, they can give you the existence of like the demigods or the mode of goodness. See, because the word is still material, but it's in goodness. If it's in hypocrisy, there'll be some hypocrisy there too. Okay? But if the Lord is planting Bhakti Lata Bij, which is the seed of eternal existence, that comes from through the bona fide guru, bona fide devotees. See, and how the proof is, their students, at least the sincere ones, will be increasingly attracted to sadhu sangha, hearing of the glories of the Lord, increasingly attracted to hearing about Krishna or chanting about Krishna, whatever your forte is. Okay? Increasingly, and that means you're becoming attracted to eternal life. See, it's eternal life. You're going to always get life from it. It's always ever fresh. You know, you'll read Chaitanya Leela, Krishna Leela, always ever fresh, always chanting's ever fresh. See, you want that seed or not? You want some other seed? Well, there's a lot of seeds out there, a lot of weeds. To me, to devotees, those are weeds. This is the eternal plant. You want to get that planted. And then you'll plant that in the hearts of others. You'll be used by the Lord to plant that seed of attraction to Krishna in the hearts of others. This is the real path, man. The simple truth. Love of God is the interaction exchange we need to translate to services what I can serve Krishna with love. Love of God is the interaction and exchanges we need to translate to services. Well, that is a service. I mean, you know, if you're loving God by chanting his name, that's a service to the Lord. It makes him very happy. And or giving a class in Bhagavatam, and see that it makes the Lord very happy for that service in your own heart. You feel it, and it starts to liberate those who listen to you. See, so that's a service. See, this is called Gostinanandi. Bhajananandis are those devotees who are qualified to serve Krishna with loving devotion, serve his name. Practically, they serve his name or his pastime, his qualities. And the result is love of God, love of those scriptures. It's Krishna. Ecstatic love awakens. Okay. So that's a great service to Krishna. Plus, it liberates people. Anybody who comes and live with you, you become engaged in the highest welfare work. The highest welfare work is to deliver people out of Maya. Save souls. Okay? And there's a couple levels. You could be only knowing a certain level of realization of the Lord, and you can give them salvation by your preaching. Or pure devotional service, Bhagavan realization. You know, you can attach people to relishing mellows, exchanges with God. That's the topmost. And then they serve Krishna by chanting these pastimes, and people become inspired, become purified. See, the Lord's giving you a transcendental voice, a voice pleasing to him. Isn't that nice there, Tom? Amazing, huh? He likes to hear his own voice. Huh? What?
Transcendental, yes.
Yeah.
I'm just listening to you because it's very new, and I can learn how to express what I feel by listening to you. By listening to you, I can find words to express what's going on.
Yeah. It works like that. Yeah. Nice. Okay, very good. Thank you. Congrats, you share this nice philosophy. Yeah, it is a nice philosophy. It's so wonderful. See, know that all these states of being, be they of goodness, passion, or ignorance, are all manifested by my energy. I am, in one sense, everything, but I am independent. I am not under the modes of material nature, for on the contrary, they are within me. See, that's related to the verse where Krishna says, everything is within me. See, modes of nature within me, but I'm not in them. See, now the complete conclusion is this. Know that all states of beings, be they goodness, passion, ignorance, are manifested by my energy, by my inferior energy. See, but all states of being, well, see, the states of being of the Lord's spiritual potency. See, this is what we're after. See, are manifested by my energy. See, all states of being. So all states of variegated devotional emotions and exchanges with Krishna are manifested by his spiritual potency too, not his inferior potency. That's common, man. That's everywhere, isn't it? No, you need the uncommon. The uncommon is this, getting bhakti lata bij. This is Krishna's energy. Krishna gives himself to you in that form of spirit. He becomes your helper. See? Therefore, your spiritual existence comes by him giving himself to you and showing you all these wonderful things, all these realizations, all these ecstatic states, all these, your spiritual existence is dependent on that spiritual potency that has been given to you. See? So some people screw it up at first. They start to get this. And you know what happens? They turn on their guru or they leave, and then they start criticizing and condemning. See, that's Guru and Vaishnava Aparat. Not a good thing. Can mess you up a long time. But anyway, people have their path. They'll learn. The Krishna remembers all your service, and these, it happens. You get it, like you might have a little teachy thing. I want to be a great teacher and all this, and you got to live it out a little bit. But then you come back to the truth. Can we have a nice kirtan together someday? Yeah, we do. We do this. You just come regularly, and you'll see all kinds of stuff going on here. Yeah. And I think I need to stop. My voice is getting a little bit sore, actually. More people in Zoom. Oh, I can bring more people here, just come on. I put the link on my page, but now I'm going to stop because we just gave a long talk this morning, and so we did a little here. This is about 2 hours, I guess. Is it 89 minutes? 90 minute, hour and a half. Yeah. So, yeah. Hare Krishna, everybody. Thanks, Tom, for coming on. Haribo.
Hare Krishna.